Wearing the armband for Real Madrid. What a proud night it will be for Atakan Karazor, the Stuttgart captain, who's making his European debut. The club were in the second tier when he arrived, now playing at the Bernabeu in the Champions League. That is some rise to prominence, isn't it? Sebastian Hoeneß has made 3 changes to the Stuttgart team that began their 3-1 win at Gladbach. It must have been a tough choice to leave out top scorer Ermedin Demirovic, who has 4 goals in 5 games this season. Fabian Rieder and Andre Chase also moved to the bench. Centre-back Anthony Rouault makes his first start since suffering a shoulder injury in the German Super Cup final. Chris Furyk also comes back in, one of 9 Champions League debutants in the 11. Stiller and Nubel, the only 2 with previous Champions League experience. Well, Carlo Ancelotti says he thinks the Real Madrid squad is a better one that won this competition last season. Sebastian Hoeneß says he wants to cause an upset tonight, insists Stuttgart won't change their style of play to achieve it. Match day 1 in the new-look Champions League, but every chance it'll be the same old Real Madrid in this competition. A club with a truly special relationship with the Champions League. Great to have the Champions League back. A bristling and buoyant Bernabeu. Mbappe's competition debut in the famous white. There's
opportunity really getting themselves in front of goal. Courtois did well in the end, but certainly not afraid to play their sort of football, Stuttgart.
Half a chance.
Absolutely, it's been quite an opening 6 or 7 minutes, and Real Madrid.
Yo is in! What an opportunity!
And surprise around this stadium. It's lost on this right-hand side by.
Now that was some team, wasn't it?
I love the confidence of this Stuttgart team. They've come here. Bernabeu.
Labelling now, taking up a position in the box. It's Stiller who will take it.
Goal where they serve the team best. You know, they don't really stay in one position. It's quite fluid, which is all right if the opposition are not up to it, but on the Champions League level, you can't really afford it.
Loving this approach, I've got to say, from Stuttgart. What can they do from this set piece? Furyk will take it. Gathered in by Courtois.
Again, steps up for his team.
Mio will take the resulting. Brilliantly done! And deflected over the bar. Lovely skill that from Rodrigo.
I'll tell you what, when Bellingham fancies it, that's... And this is Bellingham. Did he get a shove? I think it's just a little bit physical from Wagnerman. I'm not sure. It's a penalty, but he did have his hand. As soon as you got your hand in opposition's players back, then great ball in.
They didn't read it, did they?
No. Took it quickly. And this is Bellingham. Did he get a shove?
Bellingham. A lovely feat from Jude Bellingham. Just couldn't quite keep it in the England international.
That's so powerful, Bellingham, that he separates himself from his marker numerous times. When he does it in the box, it's a problem for Stuttgart. Just run away from him.
I love that little story that he was telling about Carlo Ancelotti. He said he was watching his brother Job play for Sunderland with Ancelotti. Job scored twice, and Ancelotti said, we started into the half. Vázquez going on the outside, and did he win the corner there?
Not sure that was a corner. I think he came back off Vázquez.
I have to say I did too. This might tell us.
Yeah, touched his left foot before it went over.
Well, there's no doubt that that should be a goal kick, but Real Madrid have a corner right at the very end of this first half.
Good there. First look at it, the referee's in a good position though. See Rudiger, did he get kicked? No, there's not much in there. I'm not sure that is a...
Really looked to try and take the game to Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe has been rather restricted on his debut in this competition with Los Blancos. Ancelotti's got a bit of work to do. In the middle, if he could square it to him, he did! And he scored! A special moment for a special player. Kylian Mbappe's first Champions League goal in the famous white of Real Madrid. Likely to be the first of many. What a start to the second half from Los Blancos.
Yeah, great reaction.
Bellingham arriving, and Mbappe goes alone.
It's twice in 2 minutes high line, with the pace of the really high line, with the pace of the likes of Mbappe and Vinicius Junior. Not really any pressure on the ball. In football. All completely out of sorts.
So is Undav and Leveling. We're worried at all. I just can't believe they've not scored yet. I really can't.
Just needs more quality. A little bit of luck perhaps, but certainly more quality when they get themselves in those positions.
But at this level, the pressure's on even more so to take those chances. Reader with the ball over. Leveling at the back post, and this time they do score! Finally! Deniz Undav! It is a goal that you would have to say Stuttgart richly deserve. The chance taken by Undav, who's led the line brilliantly, and they are deservedly on terms.
Tell you what, he's worked so hard, Undav, and he did incredibly well with this because he was absolutely fired across the 6-yard box, and he had to take all of the pace of the ball off it to make sure he could guide it back in. And I don't think he's offside, is he? Great guiding header, that.
Over towards Carazor. And it's not come to anything, and now the counter's on. Hendrick, he's got Vinicius Junior to his right and Mbappe to his left. Had to go himself! That'll do it!
But he won't care, the young man.
On his Champions League debut, Hendrick has got the third for Real Madrid. Played over the corner for Rudiger to put them in front, and then Hendrick with his first Champions League goal in added time. But a really good game to watch.
Yeah,
Lucy.
Really thoroughly enjoyed watching that. I think it was a hard-fought win. Real Madrid certainly knew they were in a game. I think Stuttgart will surprise a lot of people in the Champions League this season if they can keep it going. They just needed